If you're new to my channel, hello. If not, welcome back, soul family. So I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. I decided to take a little hiatus, but I am back. And this pick a card reading today is going to be about what can help you or how you can maneuver through a psychic or spiritual attack. I see a lot of pick a card readings about like who is psychically attacking me, who is spiritually attacking me, and they really like they go into like who or what, but they don't really like. There are some, I'm not going to say all, but there are some, but they don't really talk about like what can help you when you're going through one. So I thought that'd be a cool pick a card idea. I know with the Venus retrograde, and then there's soon going to be, if it's not already happened, a Mercury retrograde. Things have been kind of crazy. I don't know what it is about July and August last year. The energy was super intense. This year, it's not as bad as it was last year, but there still are some very heavy energies going on. So I thought this would be a good time to make this pick a card reading. So, of course, I've got 3 piles for you to choose from. I'll go ahead and show you your options. So the first one, I can't say the names because I feel like I would butcher them. So the first one is Joy. The second one is Grounding. And I know this one, Marie Laveau, Good Juju. That will be the third one. So I'm going to give you guys some time to meditate. Remember to pick with your third eye and not your physical one. If you are drawn to 2, that might be because 2 of them are for you. If one resonates and one doesn't, that just means that the one that resonates was the one that was meant for you. All right, guys? So I'm going to let you meditate, and then we're going to go ahead and hop into the reading. All right, let's go ahead and hop right in. Hello, hello, hello. Pile number 1, if you chose Joy, this is your reading. This reading is going to be about what helps you or what can help you get through things like spiritual or psychic attacks. All right? So the first thing with this card, I'm going to show it up a little bit closer so you guys can see it. So the first thing I noticed with this card is, do you see where it parts right here? And then it's like lightning's going down into her crown chakra. So the first thing that I picked up with that is gratitude. I'm seeing someone sit in the darkness, and they're just like she is. They're parting this darkness and bringing light down into them by practicing gratitude, by remembering the joy, the happy moments, the moments that you treasured. So I feel like when you are getting spiritually or psychically attacked, these things are meant to keep you in a negative head and heart space. They're meant to distract you with all of these things, and it can get really, really crazy and really, really pull you down into the depths. But I feel like you practicing gratitude, practicing it in the shower, practicing it in the bath, doing sleep guided meditations of affirmations of gratitude, or even sleep guided meditations where it talks about gratitude. Anything that you, waking up in the morning and speaking what you are grateful for, this helps you tremendously come back to your heart space, and it helps you put a pause on a lot of the negativity that is really, really seeping into your mind. This really grounds and centers you. And another thing that came up when I was looking at this card is you've got the moon phases here. So being more present, like working with the moon phases, using, and I'm gonna say this just for an example, just because I have studied a lot about the moon cycles and like the moon, the different zodiac signs that it's been in, and I found out that, like, you know, there's a general to it, like, you know, new moons are for banishing and full moons are for releasing and things like that. But I find that each person is different. There's some people that have a lot of energy on the new moon, and there's some people like myself that doesn't have a lot of energy on the new moon. So start tracking the moon cycle, start tracking how you feel, start researching into each zodiac sign, and seeing how you feel on that. And also use the moon to use the moon's energy, have the moon help you with your spell work, with your cleanses, with your getting rid of that negative energy. Incorporate some moon water, whether it be new moon or full moon, to help clear your space. Use a Libra moon for, because Libra rooms I find are really good for balance and justice, just like the Libra sign itself. The Libra moon can help you with that as well. Just like for another example, through my practices, I found out that the Scorpio moon will really help me dive deep and find answers, as well as the Gemini moon will help me find answers that I'm seeking. Or with Scorpio moon, it's more of me like investigating and finding it. And Gemini moon, I find that other people come and give me information that I've been looking for. So really look into that. Trying to see if I picked up with any. Yes, I did. With the mother and child, I feel like when you're getting psychically and spiritually attacked, make sure that you are mothering your inner child. Make sure to continue to bring out that inner child, and not feel silly or stupid for mothering your inner child or letting your inner child out. I've talked about this a lot, or I've said this a lot, but you know, adults make cartoons, adults make anime, and that's just because they haven't let their inner child, they just haven't suppressed and shoved them away, and that's why they're so good at it. Same goes for, like Disney movies and everything else. Like it benefits everybody to not only heal your inner child, but continue to work with your inner child. They say that when we get older, like when we're in our elderly, we revert back to our childhood, and we're more playful and things of that nature. But I believe that, I believe everybody brings their inner child out, and that it's very healthy to do it, to do so. Sorry. Okay, so that's all that I picked up for that card. Next card is Broomstick Clarence. So another thing I feel like for this pile, I feel like you guys feel energy. You feel energy of spaces and people a lot. And I feel like when you're being spiritually or psychically attacked, I feel like to make sure that you're keeping your spaces not only physically clean, but spiritually clean. Making sure that laundry is being done up, dishes are being washed, carpets are being swept. There is, and I know, because for those that feel the energy of their homes, I know that you guys can feel it. Even like if you've been in it for a while and then you go outside for a little bit and you come back in, you'll be able to feel the difference. And sometimes I know you can't feel the difference when you're in the home all the time. So make sure that you're going outside and spending some time in nature, or, you know, in your car with the window down, getting some fresh air, like for a couple hours, and then come back and you'll immediately be able to feel it. But yes, make sure that your home is physically cleansed, and then do a spiritual cleanse. This could be using herbs in your mop water. This could be doing a herbal smoke cleanse. This could be using this says using a broom. This could be using sound like music or bells or singing bowls. Those are really good as well. Even they've got this, it's like, I think it's called the Rainmaker, but I think that's pretty cool, and that can cleanse your home as well. Just make sure everything, because negative energy, like when your home is filthy, negative energy can stick and stay really, really easily. Make sure you're getting your corners. Make sure if you have any wards up or protections or anything like that, make sure that they don't need to be, or make sure that they are, make sure to check them, and if they need to be done, redo them. If you say prayers, make sure you say prayers over your homes. Just different things like that. All right, let's go to the next one. Divine Destiny, Path of the Divine Warrior. So the first thing that caught my mind with this is the hawk. Make sure you're looking outside of the box. Make sure you are seeing things from a higher perspective. Make sure that when you're looking from a higher perspective, make sure that you are you're not mad or you're not super emotional, because I don't remember exactly what video I said it in, but I learned that emotions can lie sometimes, and it was during a time that I was really highly emotional. There was things that was happening that I just really felt like were out of my control. Like, it was a really crazy time for me, and like my emotions were so strong that it felt like what I was feeling was actually, like what I was feeling was the truth, and that's not the truth. Sometimes our emotions can lie. So make sure that you're not highly emotional and just jumping the gun. Another thing that I picked up with the Divine Destiny is I feel like when you get spiritual or psychically attacked, this is what they attack you on. This is what they are trying to stop you from. And that's the path that you are meant to go on, your Divine Destiny. They try and veer you off your path a lot. And what I would say with this is, if you are I just heard warning signs. So when you're getting off your path, you get these warning signs. You might get a warning sign of a hawk. A hawk might show up. But I do feel like this is what people try to attack when you're going on, when you're following your path. They try to veer you off of it. I also heard confusion. So you might be dead set on something, and then suddenly you'll get confused on whether to go down that path or not, or to continue that path. And if it's a quick change like that, this is like a sign to halt and pause before, like I said with that hawk, see from a higher perspective, like stop and make sure. Like, question yourself, like, why do I feel confused? Like, try and pinpoint, like, what it was that made you say, hey, I don't want to go down this path no more. And if it doesn't fit, or if it's like, if you're genuinely confused about it and don't know after like stopping for a while and not making any decisions forward, I would say that's that psychic or spiritual attack. Because this card talks about like calling your inner warrior out when you are lost on your path or you're confused, and your warrior will help you get to the path that you're on. But it'll, like a warrior, they'll be strategic. And this card's also about integrity too. So that's like another thing where if like you're going a different way and it's not something of integrity, that's like kind of another warning sign. All right, I'm going to move on from that card. Yeah, look, guys, look. Questioning the darkest thoughts. And that's what I was talking about, really, with joy. Like, to question those darkest thoughts, but to also, like, put yourself in a state of gratitude first, and then question the darkness that's surrounding you. Question these thoughts that are coming through your mind. There's a lot of mental mental battle going on. With psychic attacks or spiritual attacks with you guys. Put yourself in a state of gratitude and do some shadow work and question everything. I'm looking at the numbers, so 333 might be significant. I've got 1 plus 6 is 7, 777. 777 might be a number that you see when you are in that state of gratitude, and 333 might be a number that you see that is signaling you to question what you are currently thinking, especially if it's something that is weighing you down or not making you feel good. That might be a sign that your guides give you for these two ones. All right, let's move on to the next. We got land, flower, and moon. And water, lake, and sun. Some of you guys might work with flowers. You guys might use flower tinctures. And flower tinctures are really, really good for emotional balance. So working with flowers, I even heard using flowers as a form of protection for your home. Plants make really good wards and they will most definitely tell you when some type of negative energy has entered your home, because normally plants will be the first thing that will show you signs of it. If a plant is thriving and healthy and then all of a sudden it just starts dying off, with a lot of this orange that I'm seeing, I'm also hearing to work on your, it's not the sacral. Give me a minute, guys. And I'll and I'll remember it. No, it is the sacral. Hello, 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 pile number 2. If you chose grounding, this is your reading. This reading is going to be about how you can help yourself and maneuver your way through a spiritual or a psychic attack. All right? So when we look at this card closely, it's such a beautiful card. Doing things for the self is what I'm picking up. I feel like those that chose this pile what gets psychically attacked or spiritually attacked with you guys is your self-worth. I picked up with this card, and just by the look of it, like, I'm feeling regal, I'm feeling royal. I feel like that's how you feel about yourself. That's how you present yourself. And when you get psychically or spiritually attacked, that's what it's like. It's like it's something chipping away your self-esteem. You guys might get physically sick. So that's another thing I was going to bring up, is making sure that you are taking care of your body. You're putting good foods into your body. You're putting, but you're also like feeding the soul. So like making sure what you are feeding your soul is good for you. That goes for, let's just say at this time, watching a lot of drama on TV, or reading it on social media, or seeing it on social media. Try and stay away from that as much as you can, and watch, read, just make sure that you're even like the people that you're surrounding yourself with, make sure that they have that good self-esteem within them, and you're not hanging out with people that have really low and poor self-esteem of themselves. Another thing that I picked up with this is in the back of her. If you look at it, there's a beautiful sun. I feel like you guys get energy by being out in the sun. Depending on where you're at, we're still in August. The sun's still, nice and hot. But yeah, try and get out into the sun a lot. It energizes you. It energizes your energy field, and it's a way of cleansing yourself. All right, let's move on to the next card. Yep, stability. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's that stability within yourself, like that knowing who you are, or knowing, just like I said, it's chipping away. It's like chipping away at your self-esteem and knowing who you really are. And that's just because, like, I'm getting leader vibes with this pile. And that's what they want you to be, a follower and not a leader. They want you to be the sheep. Another thing as well, there's 2 pentacles in this card. If you see right here on the ring and right here in the corner, some of you guys might have a pentacle necklace, ring, pendant that can be a talisman for you guys to help bring in stability, or to help with your stability within yourself. Some of you guys, it might even be they might try and go after like the stability that you have, like, because when I see mountains and not being moved, like, that can represent you, but I also feel like it could represent like just your foundation, like maybe your home, or maybe your work or your job. So like I said, make sure you just participate in things that continue to uplift you. Don't partake in things that drag you down. Look, I can't make this stuff up, guys. It says, stay true and be in your power, Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of divine authority. Yes, stay true to you. Make sure that people aren't pulling you out of your character. Make sure that the things that you do are the things that true to you. That doesn't make you feel like you have to give up your integrity in order to do it. Yeah. Let me see what's on top of her head. I thought it was a turtle, but it doesn't look like a turtle. I don't know what that is. Powerless. That's how the psychic attacks or spiritual attacks go with you sometimes. They want to make you feel powerless and not like a leader and like a sheep. And they want you to like stop taking care of yourself and the things that like keep you grounded and give you stability. So make sure, like I said, make sure you guys are staying on top of your self-care. Make sure that you're feeding your soul with positive things. Let's see what else we got. Cleansing mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, just make sure that what you're taking in, what you're feeding yourself is good, and cleanse out anything that isn't. That's what I was saying with the make sure you're eating well. This pile also a water cleanse or a like whatever type of cleanse, like of course the physical cleanse, the doing the smoke, or doing the smoke, doing like a spiritual bath, things like that. But also this pile, I feel like a body cleanse as well. Just maybe doing a water detox, or even I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like programming water. I can't say the guy's name because he's a Japanese scientist, but he did an experiment on like talking to water and talking to rice, and he would show like the rice and the water that he spoke good things into, and it was like really it made these really pretty formations. And then he showed the one that he spoke negative things to, like I hate you and things like that, and like the rice and everything molded, and the forms that the water made with the negative one, it looked all wonky and weird, right? So this pile would benefit from programming their water or things that they drink, or even when you're cooking, putting on some good tunes, like some love music or things that make you feel good when you're cooking. Blessing your food, things like that. I feel like will help with these psychic and spiritual attacks. This pile will also benefit from with the mind doing some meditations. And meditations doesn't have to be you sitting down and just trying to clear your mind. It can be you walking, it can be you dancing, it can be you coloring, it can be you singing, it can you be making music. Like I said, meditation is, you just have to find the right meditation for you. Exercising can be good for meditation. I did that. I remember I was in like a really good workout routine. I want to say it was last year, And I found, like, me walking on the treadmill, it really cleared my mind. Like, I noticed my mind being more, like, calm and not going, and not, like, a lot of things going through it. Like, the more and more I walked on the treadmill, and I used to do it for, like, an hour. It doesn't have to be every day, just, just find you something to do. What works for you meditation-wise? Land, tree, and earth. Look, that has to do with more grounding, you guys, especially with this first one. You guys got grounding twice. 9 and 3 might be important to you guys. Three, or just 3 in general, might be a sign or a number that pops up when you need to step up your self-care. You need to go out into the sun, like I said, or you need to start putting more fruits and vegetables into your body. And 999 with what I said with, like, the water detox, or just detoxing your body, might show up when it's time, or when you are going through. A sign that, just story time, but a sign that my, like, my guides, I used to drink pop all the time. Like, it was Coke all the time. And, like, when I knew it was time to, like, stop drinking Coke and, like, do a, like, water cleanse. Like, it was a water cleanse or a water detox, and, like, stopping Coke is, the bottle would literally pop all the time. Like, even without touching it for a while, like, it would pop more than usual than a bottle of, like, a 2 liter of Coke would. And, like, every time it popped, like, that would flash into my mind, like, it's time to stop. This isn't good for you. Like, it's making your anxiety worse. Anyway, so let's get to it. So I feel like for you guys, like, you guys might get signs like that. I also heard some of you guys use bay leaves. So for this stability, and when it comes to, like, your foundations and money, use bay leaves. Write down what you wish on a bay leaf. And if you got an ancestor altar, or if you got an ancestor altar, burn it on that. Like, the money that you would need. But be very specific on how you're going to get it. Because, you could get 50 or 60 hours if you ain't careful of work. Like, make it realistic. Like, you got to put the effort in. But I'm just saying, be very specific. All right, that's all I picked up for you guys. If you like this message, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 everyone. If you chose this card, Marie Laveau, Good Juju, this is your pile. So this pick a card reading is going to be about how you can maneuver and help yourself through a spiritual or psychic attack. If you guys see my little kitty cat, her name is Lily. She's close around the reading, so I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and show you guys since she wanted to show up. Let's see if she'll turn. That's Lily, Lily Popili. All right, so the first thing that I noticed, especially with this card, is this is my magical pile. This is my pile that works with crystals, candles. I even like with this book right here, I picked up Book of Shadows or Grimoires, or maybe Book of Shadows or Grimoires that have been passed down to you. I feel like this pile has a lot of ancestry that has worked with magical in the past, that has worked with magic in the past. I also picked up that your family might have been good with helping to uncross. I heard uncross. So what it for those of you that don't know what like uncrossing and crossing means, crossing is like you can't catch a break. Like anything that you're trying to manifest or accomplish, it just seems like there's obstacles and obstacles and obstacles that just seems to keep on getting in the way. And like you just have like a lot of bad luck. It's very hard for you to get done what is needed to get done. And I feel like your family learned how to uncross. I feel like your family might have helped other people with uncrossings, with moving obstacles out of their way. So if you guys have been drawn to like road openers, luck spells, things of that nature, then this is why. I feel like this is a part of how you can maneuver and work through these spiritual and psychic attacks, because I feel like for each pile, I've really been able to pick up like what the psychic and the spiritual attacks have been about from like past to present. And for you guys, I feel like they go after your luck. I feel like they go after, they try to make things unlucky for you. They try to create obstacle after obstacle for you guys. But the problem with that is, you know, this is in your DNA. Like this has been like something that your family has been able to work through, has been able to, like I said, uncross. So with that being said, I feel like crystals, because here there's these crystals in these like little glass containers. That's beautiful. Like I wish they made something like that in real life, because hands down I would have that in my house. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But like this represents to me like amplification, just because like the crystals in the containers, they seem like they're being that it looks like they're being like, they look larger than what they appear, and that's why the word amplification came through. So I feel like you guys would work really well with these psychic attacks or spiritual attacks. I feel like what they're trying to take away, or what is being taken away while you're being psychically or spiritually attacked, I feel like if you work with crystals, if you carry crystals. I also heard crystal gridding, like creating a crystal grid around your home. So like creating a lucky grid, or like I said, like a doing a road opener spell with candles and like and crystals. That would work very, very well for you. I also noticed with this snake appearing in the other piles, like I think it was pile 1, like some of the warning signs that they got would be them seeing a hawk, because they needed to see things from a higher perspective. For you guys might be seeing snakes in your dreams, snakes out and about, snakes where you really wouldn't see snakes, and then they just like suddenly appear. Pictures, videos, etc. But also I heard shedding of the skin. So let me meditate on that just for a couple of moments. What I'm picking up with that is shedding old ways on how you make how you create your good luck or create your opportunities. So for instance, creating new opportunities that you normally wouldn't create. So for an example, to try to explain it, the example that popped in my head is, let's just say you're creating this money, you're creating this luck through this certain product that you're making, and let's say that product is getting let's say that you know, the sales of that product, a product that you normally make a lot of money off of, that's what's getting psychically or spiritually attacked, the ways you make money with it. So creating a new opportunity would be or bringing in more luck and abundance, creating something new to make up for the like shedding that item and creating something new to make up for like the unlucky streak that you have had. This also might be my pile that their family loved to gamble or they gamble, and you guys, it's just a side note, but you guys tend to win off of like lottery tickets or like the 25 or 10 cent or 1 cent slot machine. My grandfather was really good at that. He used to like bring home 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 just off of slot machines, and he would be playing like the nickels, the dimes, the pennies. Every time I go to a casino, I ask him to bring me some luck, because man, did that man know how to win money. But like creating new revenues to bring in your luck and your abundance. I'm also seeing with this on the ground with the chalk, I'm also seeing sigils. Your family might have practiced sigils, or you might be someone that's interested in sigils. And like transmuting negative energy into luck and abundance for you, and luck and prosperity to you. I also picked up you are someone that needs to cover your crown a lot, like when you're going outside, like even when you're going outside to get the mail, when you're walking around your neighborhood, when you're going to the grocery store, when you are just anytime you can veil your crown, especially when you're being psychically or spiritually attacked, do it. Because I feel like that's another way that that energy tries to affect you. It really tries to make you feel, since this is about your luck and your opportunities, I feel like that the energy that mostly gets sent your way is like making you feel not abundant, not like you can't have what you want. Black cats might also be a sign for you guys, so take a look out for that, because Lily didn't show up in anybody else's readings but your guys's. If you guys have cats, watch how they act. Plants and animals are like the first sign that there's something, like there's some type of attack going on. They will always alert you to it. See if I pick anything else up with this card. Nope, that's all that I'm getting for that one. So let's see what the next one is. Oh, embolic awakening. She wants to play. See what I'm picking up with this. And I might have mispronounced that. It might be embolic. I'm picking up the lotus flower for you guys. I'm picking up herbal teas that deal with, like, let's say mugwort. Making sure that the mind is clear. Making sure that some of the visions, because I feel like this pile gets visions as well. Some of the visions that you get, make sure you rewrite them down and really meditate on them, because I'm seeing some of the visions that I just heard cloak. So some of the visions that you might get when you're being psychically attacked, people might be trying to cloak themselves, hide who they truly are, and put in place people, put people in place to make you think that that's who the person is. This might not be for everyone, but there might be visions that are being brought to you to portray like it's someone when it's really not. So this could be in a dream, and they'll bring another person to you to mask who they are, or like an animal, or for some of you guys, I'm even hearing that you're seeing someone that is cloaked and you don't know who it is. So just be very mindful and very careful that you use logic and your intuition at that time when it comes to your visions. To, yes, trust your visions, but if your visions seem wonky or it kind of doesn't feel right, just to make sure that you're not taking like direct action until you know the full story. It's like there's only puzzle pieces being given to you, and some of those puzzle pieces are being cloaked. You guys also got, I don't know if it's lamb or sheep. We can see them in the back. But I would look up that spirit animal meaning. I would, but I do not have my iPad next to me to look it up for you. I also picked up with this card, while you're going through spiritual awakenings, you are more likely, like, that's when this energy loves to come in. That's when people like to try and psychically attack you or spiritually attack you, because spiritual awakenings are already like hardcore to go through, and emotions can be very high. New information's being found out, information that you really have to sit and digest and slowly take your time with. And I heard some of you guys might be going through an awakening right now. And it might be about that information that I was saying about your family, that your family knows how to uncross when it comes to people trying to cross their luck and bring them bad luck. This might be something that you're finding out now. Like I said, that might not resonate for everyone. And look, guys, 777. 777's been coming up a lot, but when I see the 7 for your guys's pile, it's different from the other pile, because I'm thinking, like, I'm seeing the slot machines, the 777, and the luck pouring out. All right, let's see the next card. Magic and ritual crafting sacred practice. Yeah, see, I can't make this up, guys. You guys do have people in your family that practice this, and this is why you're drawn to this. This is just saying that, like, when you're being spiritually or psychically attacked, to make sure that you're taking each time out of your day to create a sacred practice to you, to ground yourself, to meditate, to come back to self, to get out of your head, because a lot of psychic and spiritual attacks really mess with your mind and mess with your head. Really distract you. And a book that I would highly recommend, because every single time I see this card, I always think of this book. It's by Juliet Diaz, and it's called The Altar Within. And it's really about creating a sacred practice for yourself, honoring yourself, saying that you are the altar, you know, really doing your shadow work. She brings up so many good, like, details in that book. I would highly recommend it. Give me 1 second and I'll grab the book for you guys so you guys can see it. Okay. The Altar Within, a radical devotional guide to liberating the divine self, Juliet Diaz. So let me go ahead and flip to, I'm going to flip to just kind of like the book of contents so you guys can see. So part 1, the divine self, devotional, devotional 2, devotional 3. Part 2, self-worship. Part 3, self-discovery. Part 4, self-activism. And she's got a bunch of QR codes in this book, like this one right here. She's got a bunch of QR codes that like give you like resources and things that are absolutely free to help you. So make sure that you're, staying on your practice. Make sure you're not slipping. Make sure if you have an ancestor altar to be, lighting the candles for the ancestor altar. Make sure that, you are taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Welcoming the help of others. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. So welcoming the help of others. So while you are going through these trials and tribulations with these attacks, make sure not to isolate yourself. And when I pulled this card, it made me think of like in Harry Potter, the movie where he feels like Dumbledore's just not on his side. He feels like a lot of people aren't on his side because they're stating that he was lying about Voldemort coming back. And, there's a lot of people really afraid of Voldemort. So they really don't want to believe that what Harry says is true. So he feels really, really low. He feels like nobody's on his side. And he's almost at the point of like thinking about giving up. And Luna talks about, well, if I was Voldemort, that's how I would want to make you feel. I would want to make you feel like you are alone. And I felt like that came up with this welcome the help of others, because there are people that do want to help you. There are people that, will support and love and uplift you while you're going through this hard time. Now, there are people, and everybody has them, like, they don't believe in spiritual attacks, or they don't believe that, there's spiritual warfare. And you don't necessarily have to tell them that you feel like you're going through a spiritual attack or a psychic attack, because that can make things worse. It can make you feel like, especially with those people like that you're kind of crazy, you know what I mean? So like, you don't necessarily have to tell them that's what you feel like's happening. You can just tell them that you've been really low, and they can help you. So remind yourself, like, do not isolate. Do not isolate in these times. That is what this type of energy wants. They want you to feel alone. They want you to feel like, nobody's on your side, and to give up. Okay? Land, animal, and sun. Horses always remind me of freedom, and I feel like give yourself choices, give yourself lots of options during this time, because this energy could try and make you feel really restricted, and that can drive people crazy. I'm an air sign, and I don't like being restricted, so I totally get this. But like, just give yourself lots of options. Just let yourself know that there are more options if things are going really, really, like if things are turning out really bad. Just let yourself know, like, you can create options. You have more options. Like, it's not just one option. Do not make yourself like stay in that mode of I'm restricted, I don't have any options, I don't have anything else. Just let yourself know that you do. Just keep on reminding yourself of that. This card also kind of correlates with this one. This one talks about like being abundant and that you've worked so hard and you deserve to be abundant, but you have to make sure that once you step through that doorway of abundance, that you know your mindset is there. Your mindset knows that you are abundant no matter what. You're abundant each and every single day, because abundance doesn't just come in the form of money. It can be you're abundant because you woke up the next day. You're abundant because you have friends and family that actually love and care for you. You're abundant because you have running water. You're abundant because you have, you know, the base necessities that is needed that a lot of people don't have. Just during this time, especially when you don't feel abundant, like start reading or looking up or watching like stories of people that barely have anything, just to get you back into that abundant, just to remind you of how truly abundant you are. There are several documentaries about, you know, people that don't even have clean running water. They don't have they don't know when their next meal is going to come from, things of that nature. All right, okay guys, that is all that I got for you. If you like this message, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.